Hi scientists! We are going to do a fun engineering experiment today. We are going to make pie fighters. Get it? Pie, because round, and TIE fighters. We also call them hoop gliders because they're an airplane with round wings. Crazy, right? In order to make our round-winged airplane, we are going to need a straw. And if you don't have straws at home, this one's paper, you can use plastic. You can use the bendy ones. They need to be about this long, though. If you don't have a straw at home, it works to roll up a piece of paper, printer paper, nice and tight to get something about the size and shape of a straw. Next, you are going to need 2 strips of paper. They can be as wide as you want. They can be as skinny as you want. This is where you get to experiment. My suggestion is you don't want to make them too much bigger than about 8 inches or 11 inches, depending on how you cut your piece of paper. We are going to make loops just like this. They can be big, they can be small, they can be skinny, they can be wide. That is up to you. In order to finish off our airplane, we will need tape. That's what's going to hold the whole thing together. So, once you gather your supplies, we're ready to go. All right, so now that we have gathered all of our supplies, we've got a straw or a tightly rolled piece of paper. We've got our 2 strips and our tape. We're ready to build our pie fighter. First thing you're going to want to do is make a loop. So you are going to want to take one end, overlap it over the other, and make our piece of paper into a circle, and go ahead and tape that closed. Then we're going to want to do the same thing with the other piece of paper, make it slightly smaller. We're going to have it be able to fit inside of our other round wing. Should be able to just fit inside the other round wing. All right, now to construct our airplane. Get a little piece of tape, and we're going to put the small one have a little bit of the straw peeking through up at the front. This might be a little tricky for tiny hands to do. Tape is hard sometimes. So parents want to make sure that we're helping out with the tape if they need it. Okay, next, I like to set it flat on the table, so I make sure that my loops are lined up. We're going to go ahead and tape the other loop in line with our first loop, and we're going to tape it so it's even with the back end of our straw or rolled up piece of paper. All right, and now we have a hoop glider. So now that we have our hoop glider built, we should probably see how it flies. So it didn't fly exactly like an airplane, but gliders and airplanes actually use the same principle to stay in the air. When air moves over the top of something, it goes faster than the air moving underneath it, which helps create this area of low pressure. We like to call it the Bernoulli principle, which applies to fluids, but air actually acts like a fluid when it's moving around wings like that. And because we create that little pocket of low pressure, we actually get something called lift, which helps our gliders and our airplanes stay in the air. Now, your challenge is, can you build a hoop glider? Can you build one better than mine? Can you edit that one? Can you adapt? Can you change the one that you built? Can you make it a better flyer? Can you make it do tricks? Let's see. Thanks for experimenting with me today. I hope you had a lot of fun, and I hope you learned something new. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. You can reach out on social media, or go ahead and send us an email. Until next time, stay curious.